I decided to go live today before I get into work. I've just been just like, oh, you know what? My house desperately needs to be clean. I should probably clean it. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Why not just fire up a live stream instead? Ultimate procrastination. I should probably start planning my live streams more. I have a tendency to go live spontaneously. So my wife sent me a playlist of things that I could watch. Since nobody's here, I'm by myself in my room today. I fire up live streams spontaneously without any sort of plan or having anything prepared. I could totally just start making a schedule and shit, but that wouldn't be very nefarious of me. What is this? New manga just destroyed the modern audience? See, now I'm interested in that shit. Let's see what Hero Hei's talking about, dude.
So a new manga has come out from Shueisha called Drama Queen, and it's got the modern audience types extremely upset. So basically Japan has been taken over by aliens. Although given the scale of what's occurring here and the spaceships that are apparently flying all over the entire sky, it's also heavily implied that this alien thing is occurring all over the world as well, although that's still a bit unclear, at least in the first chapter. Now, they're not taking over in the way of like direct force. No, it's much more manipulative because there was a giant meteor that was going to destroy the Earth, to which these aliens suddenly showed up and destroyed the meteor. Now the majority of people on Earth are extremely grateful for their new alien overlords and treat them like a bunch of kings.
Oh, okay, interesting. That's interesting. That's like the good timeline. If there was an alien invasion on Earth, that would be the good timeline. Oh, they're here to help us? Oh, and they're here to, oh, we appreciate their support. Oh, that's great. They're saying it's a dog whistle for racism? What? Oh, because of the word alien. They need to fucking shut the fuck up with these goddamn quote-unquote dog whistles, bro. Not everything's a dog whistle, bro. Like, what the fuck? These virtue signaling motherfuckers. Not everything is a dog whistle.
Even when some of the aliens are mistreating humans, nobody does anything about it because everyone is basically worshiping these new aliens. There seems to be two main characters so far, one being 17-year-old Namamoto, who seems to constantly be on the receiving end of some levels of physical violence from these aliens, including her boss at work, who constantly physically abuses her. This frickin' alien blob thing basically making it a regular thing for him to hit her in the face. And that's not even the only alien that hits her. Earlier than that, there's another one like walking by that elbows her in the face and then refuses to apologize for this apparent accident. Anyway.
These damn illegals, man. Just kidding. What up, Raven? Good to see you. Yeah, we're reacting to Hero Hei talk about how this manga destroyed the modern audience. Apparently people are saying it's a dog whistle for racism because aliens have invaded the Earth. Oh, you mean like the aliens that invade the country? Oh no, aliens are coming to Earth and punching girls in the face. This is a dog whistle for racism. Are you saying that illegal aliens are coming to the country and punching American women in the face? Is that what you're admitting to by pointing out the similarities in this anime? Is that what you're saying? Are you admitting that illegal aliens are coming to the country and harming our citizens? That's a good point. I want to know what else he has to say about this. How is this connected to racism?
Anyways, she despises these aliens, and eventually she meets a coworker of hers at the factory, Kitami, who also hates the aliens, so they get along great. The dude was also hit in the face by that boss of theirs, but he specifically hates the aliens because of how they killed his family. What happened is that his family was celebrating how his little sister got accepted into high school, and suddenly one of these aliens reverses into them with their fancy car and kills them all. None of the alien authorities doing anything, they don't care. And the humans don't do anything about this either, because once again, most of them just worship these aliens. And the minority of humans out there who don't worship the aliens are basically too afraid to do anything about the stuff, which
So I started this video talking about how this was the good timeline. It turned into the bad timeline pretty quick, dude.
Also heavily implies that this sort of thing is happening all over the Earth. So once again, while the aliens are not like as terrible as other aliens we've seen in works of fiction in their treatment of humans, there are still absolutely elements of oppression, abuse, deceit, and manipulation, etc., coming from the aliens and how they treat humans. Kitami also taking this further and presenting a rather compelling theory that the aliens with their highly advanced technology could have created the meteorite that began heading to Earth to begin with, just so they could destroy it and pull off this whole so-called peaceful invasion.
Yo, why does that sound like something our government would do, bruh? Okay, I'm starting to see the similarities between real life and this anime.
And so at the end of the first chapter, Namamoto's abusive alien boss accidentally gamins himself, the dude inadvertently setting himself on fire. And of course, Namamoto ends up being fired because of this. And shortly after that, while she's at home, Kitami shows up, and it turns out he also had a little alien incident. Except his was a little bit more intentional. Another alien had hit him in the face. This is like a recurring theme apparently. These aliens love beating up humans. Except this time Kitami didn't take it. He fought back and ended up beating this alien to death. So dude shows.
So then how weak are these aliens actually? They can sit there and just punch you in the face and you'll just take it because you worship them, but the moment you fight back even a little bit, they just die. These aliens must be fragile as fuck.
He's up at Namamoto's house and is like, yo, I need your help. We gotta dispose of this body. And together they end up crafting this solution. The solution of cooking the alien and then eating it. Well, specifically, Namamoto eats the alien. Kitami seems to find it disgusting, but Namamoto loves it. And this is particularly funny because earlier in the manga, she had mentioned how she hasn't been able to afford meat at all. Well, this is her big break. She finds the meat to be delicious. And so as the chapter ends, it sets them up to potentially be this like group of alien murderers who are gonna cook more up and eat them or something. That's kind of like what it left off as. Of course, willing to see where this all goes, but
that is wild. Gives off glass body for the aliens. Kind of funny thinking about it. Yeah, the conspiracy theory that the humans crafted was that they created the meteorite that was headed towards Earth just so they could swoop in and save the planet and then rule it over. But they explode when you punch them. Like I said, they'll punch you in the face. The moment you fight back a little bit, they just die. That one alien was lighting up a cigarette. He lit up a cigarette, just spontaneously combusted. He just burst into flames like a whore in church.
yeah, that's essentially what occurred at TLDR of chapter 1. There's still a lot of stuff I skipped over though, a lot of fine details. Definitely consider checking this out if it sounds like your cup of tea. And so back to the modern audience thing. What's got them so upset? Why are they so offended by this manga? Well, they seem to think that these manipulative, oppressive, alien blob things represent real-life human immigrants. And they say that the two main characters' treatment of these aliens is racist. Amongst
What? It's literally just because they're aliens. And they're called aliens. This is why we call UFOs that we see in real life extraterrestrials and UFOs. Oh, they're unidentified aerial phenomena of extraterrestrial origin because the Mexicans who are hopping our border, those are the aliens. So if we call extraterrestrials aliens, that's just a dog whistle for racism apparently. Oh, we're xenophobic. We're xenophobic if we talk about alien invasions in anything other than multisyllabic mouthfuls. No, the extraterrestrials, unidentified aerial phenomena.
a number of other things. And therefore, they're trying to also say that the mangaka is a very problematic individual, using this manga as a bunch of dog whistles or something. You know.
The mangaka, so the author of the manga.
Some of these sort of people always got to try and look for the next thing to call problematic and to get offended by. For example, we have a tweet here with all caps, getting 31,000 plus.
Oh, come on, don't do RDC World like this, bro. How dare you use Mark's image in your rage baiting? How did this get greenlit? This quote-unquote manga is just an outlet for a bigoted Japanese person to rant about the recent influence of immigration in Japan. How did they get that? How did they get that from an alien invasion? Insert Giorgio. Yeah, Giorgio Sowokulos. I forget. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
Likes on December 1st, saying, how did this get greenlit? This manga is just an outlet for a bigoted Japanese person to rant about the recent influence of immigration in Japan.
If you guys are seeing a whole bunch of hate around Japan, there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is because the United Nations is trying to put a stranglehold on the anime and gaming that come out of Japan, and Japan is telling them to go fuck themselves. So now there's a smear campaign against all of Japan. Everything that comes out of Japan is now problematic in one way or another. Whether you're openly misogynist or in this case xenophobic or just racist, bigoted, just all the virtue signaling buzzwords, all of it. They're trying to get Japan to bow down to their woke ideology, but Japan is a traditionally conservative nation. They're not gonna just do that. They don't see a point in it.
Japan. I think the OP may have meant influx of immigration. Not sure. Regardless, that's a pretty bold claim. The fact of the matter is, you can't know for sure why this mangaka made this manga. Maybe he really doesn't like the influx of recent immigration in Japan. And for the record, simply ranting about that, as the tweet claims, doesn't make someone a bigot. That's like the sort of talking point you'd get from The View or something. But
Exactly. And why does that person care about immigration in Japan? The person on Twitter. Like, I would understand why the mangaka would have an issue with immigration in Japan, especially if it's out of control. Japan is not a very big nation. It's a little tiny island. So maybe they are. Maybe this is like a dog whistle. Or not a dog whistle, because that's fucking retarded in and of itself. Maybe it is some sort of some sort of interpretation of his worldview. You know what I'm saying? Japan will just stop giving the US the manga because of these people eventually, mark my words. Yeah, they've already complained about their game being censored because of the fucking overly loud minority on Twitter. The people who made Dragon Quest III were already like, oh, it's so difficult to work with such a ridiculous country. Referring to us and our woke bullshit. We can't do male and female anymore. It's gotta be type 1 and type 2. All of that retarded shit.
Anyways, maybe that stuff really did spur the mangaka to make Drama Queen. Or maybe he simply wanted to write about a bunch of obnoxious, disgusting aliens and have a few main characters do something about it. To which the point would therefore be to simply make something entertaining. The responses to that tweet having a bit of duality, one saying cry harder, and the other saying the chapter wasn't even trying to hide the parallel. Other comments such as base Japan and y'all don't.
It's not even like, it's not even true. It's just there. Fuck, god damn it, these people are fucking retarded. These people are interpreting this artist's art without any sort of confirmation from the actual artist himself, and they're just creating their own headcanon, and now they're having a Twitter war over this interpretation of this artist's manga. Like, what? Do these people have nothing to do? Every single one of you need to go touch grass.
Don't remember that Japan has been racist for like a long time. Fork found in kitchen, and I know there's literally only one chapter out, but these are some of the most unlikable characters I've seen in a minute. In my opinion so far, Kitami is what he is, just like kind of generic, needs a little more screen time, I guess, so to speak. But Namamoto's been very entertaining, and ultimately that's an extremely important thing for a main character to be, entertaining. So I'll definitely be reading chapter 2. I want to see where this thing goes. This tweet, claiming that Drama Queen is straight up Nazi manga, saying it's so shockingly racist that they're speechless, and wondering what Shueisha was thinking. That tweet getting—
So why is this one getting hate but not Assassination Classroom? I don't understand. Assassination Classroom also had to do with an alien. See, Assassination Classroom was just an alien who came here looking for work, and now the entire classroom wants to murder him. Is that not racist? What in the xenophobia? Whoa, why are we not canceling Assassination Classroom? These people are fucking retarded with their double standards and the shit. All they do is see something and they just want a virtue signal because this is all they have, dude. Trump won the election. It was such a blowout that now they have nothing going for them. This is all they got. All they can do is pick apart media because they can't do shit else. They have no talents. They're just a bunch of gender studies majors looking for shit to be pissed off about.
Getting over 1,400 likes. Another tweet says, yes, because them being racist is totally not a character flaw and looked down by other characters in the story. And showing an example where—
if anybody's racist, it's the fucking alien. The aliens are just punching people in the face just for the fuck of it. Oh, but nope, they're talking about the Japanese people who are racist towards the aliens who are punching them in the face.
Some of the other co-workers at the factory look at Namamoto and say, couldn't you have called for help? In reference to how she watched the abusive boss immolate. And it's amazing how these people are upset that the abusive boss got axed. Dude would literally like hit her every day and make her bleed. But for some reason, so many of these people are letting that go, not saying anything about it. And instead—
of course, they did the same thing with Lake and Riley. If we're just gonna fucking compare this to real life, then fuck it, let's compare this to real life. All the fucking illegal immigrants that came over here and hopped our border and killing our women, all of those are being ignored. All of it. We're just racist for wanting them gone. These motherfuckers, dude. Because Assassination Classroom has a mainstream reputation? Yeah, probably because it got popular before all this woke bullshit really hit the mainstream. I guess the woke mob forgot about colonizers this week. Yeah, dude. It's only an invasion when white people do it.
Instead blaming Namamoto for everything. Following that same premise, I found this comment to be very interesting. They start by referencing another manga, and then go on to talk about Drama Queen, saying, in this, however, the aliens aren't even necessarily doing anything wrong from what we've seen. The main character claims she got hit, but we didn't see it either time. There's no proof that
what
the
system
is rigged for the aliens.
She had a bloody nose! Both times!
Or that they faked the meteor. Meanwhile, they're the ones killing and eating people. Well, aliens, are aliens people? Maybe that's the question this series is going to address. I'm interested in how future chapters go, at the very least. Well, at least they're interested in seeing where it goes. However, there's some issues with that comment. First of all, they victim blame Namamoto, saying there's no proof that she actually got hit, when she's shown bleeding multiple times. And the first time, yeah, we can see the alien like raised his arm, seemingly smacking Namamoto behind him and making her bleed from the nose. To which she does say, yeah, the alien hit her, and he refuses to apologize. To be fair, there is an argument that this may have not actually hit her the way this was drawn or something, but it seems like a weak argument. And of course, they also said there's no proof that the system is rigged for the aliens, when in fact we do have proof of that. The first example being how aliens are getting free parking places, while humans...
These people just want to be mad. They're completely glossing over these little tiny details. Wasn't they trying to cancel Thanksgiving last week? Yeah, dude. They try to cancel Thanksgiving every year because, the Indians, they were just a civilized group of distinguished gentlemen, and these ravenous, savage pilgrims just came and murdered this civilization and called their land America. That's the narrative that they're sticking to. But yeah, they try to cancel Thanksgiving every single year. It never works. So I don't know why they continue. It's literally all they have. This virtue signaling bullshit is literally all they have. It's their entire personality. They don't even have a hobby. Their hobby is activism because they think that they're making a change in the world because they're just a bunch of narcissists who think that they can actually change the world. You can't change the world. Fuck off. All you're doing is being annoying.
Humans are forced to pay. And of course, the whole situation with Kitami and his family. Those are just a few examples, but let's check out this response where someone said to that person, the part where she, being Namamoto, claims she was hit is the most telling part. If the author really wanted to paint the alien as the bad guy, they would have drawn a panel of the alien elbowing her to drive the point the alien is bad. But in all three panels where she got a nosebleed, we never see the alien touch her. So I already addressed that point earlier. Let's continue on to the next thing this person says, which is, it could be that she internalized the hatred she had for the alien so much that she thinks her nosebleeds are caused by...
Oh my god. See, now they are virtue signaling so much to a point where they are reinterpreting the intention of the artist. Now, even though the artist himself already said in the panel that she was punched in the face by this alien, oh no, it's actually because she's so racist that she internalized her own hatred and her own rage towards these aliens caused her nose to bleed, and she's just so racist that she thought that the alien hit her. They're literally just virtue signaling. This is such bullshit, dude. Oh, all because of a manga. Claimed she was hit. I thought women getting hit in a drawing was a crime in their worldview. Yeah, it's just backwards. It's all this victim hierarchy. Illegal aliens are above women apparently in the victim hierarchy. So you got trans women, so the men who think they're women, and then the illegal aliens, and then the American person of color, and then women. Women getting punched in the face only matters when a white guy does it.
By the alien. These people really sound like they're just victim blaming, really.
They're just misinterpreting the artist's actual, intentions here. Just to fit their fucking broken narrative.
They end with this. If done correctly, this manga could be a good social commentary on the effects of xenophobia, racism, on the mind of people. I've seen so much parallel with this chapter, and Haitian/Ohio situation in real life. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, you did not just compare this manga to the Haitian-Ohio situation. They're eating the dogs, eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Do I really need to say how this is different from the Ohio situation? Do I really need to freaking launch into a rant about that shit? I don't think so. I think I've made my point pretty clear about that. I don't understand how this has anything to do with illegal immigration. They were welcomed here, the aliens, in this fictional comic book. Are these people really that bored? Are they that bored?
Oh yeah, this 17-year-old girl getting abused by these grown aliens, that's just, it's all her fault. She's really just imagining this and just bleeding for some reason. A reason that's totally not the fault of the aliens hitting her in the face. Now,
right,
I did admit
dude?
this could have been drawn more clearly. However, if I had to pick, is she really getting hit or not, I'd say the evidence is more compelling that she is, despite some arguments you can make about the way this was drawn. Another top comment reading,
maybe the artist just didn't want to draw a woman getting punched in the face. That's reasonable. The implication was there. She was walking behind the alien's arm went up, her nose is now bleeding, and she said that she got punched in the face. Come on, bro, it's right there.
It's satire. We're meant to relate to the protagonists, but we're sure as heck not supposed to like them.
What?
We don't see the alien accident that supposedly leads to the loss of the male character's family. It's implied by the InfoWars
that supposedly leads to the loss of the male character's family. This manga has one chapter. One chapter is out, and people are already just tearing it apart for the weirdest reasons. They have the weirdest takes, and they're questioning character backstories and shit, and already established lore in the fucking universe.
Quoted MCs that the aliens may have staged the meteorite incident, and that they're taking jobs away from humans, but there's no evidence of that. We don't see the aliens hit anyone. And then there's the title, Drama Queen. So yeah, it's a somewhat subversive jab for shonen at the xenophobic politics pervading much of the world currently. Otherwise, this would be one of the worst first chapters of manga I've ever read.
This is literally because Japan won't go woke. Japan won't go woke. They don't give a fuck about Western ideology. They think we're annoying to do business with, and they support Trump. This is why they're getting hate. They already ruined video games. Do they need to attack manga? Yeah, they need to attack everything. They were already coming for it. Localizers are already getting heat for translating anime wrong. Like, they're translating anime to fit their SJW narrative. I think I heard Asmongold talk about that. Oh no, it was Asmongold reacting to Hero That's the video I watched. But yeah, they're basically just attacking Japan because they won't bend the knee to the woke shit. The UN, the United Nations, all of these fucking nations were like, oh yeah, you're putting out media that's too misogynistic for these women. Even though a majority of the hentai artists are all women, but you know, their media is misogynist to women. Even though there are countries that are a part of the UN where women can't even drive. But yeah, you know, Japan is the problem.
If done right, there will be more complexity and nuance as we go forward. For example, perhaps we'll find that a less scrupulous alien leader did stage the meteorite incident to find a home to save their species, but that most of the alien population is unaware and are decent. But I do expect that the story stands firmly against xenophobia/racism/eating sentient beings, despite what we learned in Chapter 1. I think some of these people take everything way too seriously. Yeah. I don't care if it's satire or not. I don't care if they stand against eating the aliens or not. I care if it's entertaining, and so far it has been. As a matter of fact, that's also what I care about regarding the characters. I like the character. Well, I like Namamoto. Like I said, Kitami is a bit generic and bland so far, but Namamoto's been likable. Is she entertaining on screen? For me, that's a yes. So yes, I like that character. The same thing goes for a lot of villains in various manga and anime. Look at the Stern Ritter, for example, in Bleach. A lot of them are very entertaining, despite doing terrible things, and that's why they have a lot of fans, because people want entertainment out of their entertainment. Shocker. Yet for some of these people, they need everything to match their real-world political positions 100%, and if it doesn't, then they're not supposed to like that thing, and they can't enjoy it in any way, shape, or form.
That's wild to me, dude. I can't imagine how you can be so obsessed with identity politics that it ruins your enjoyment of shit. I don't pay that shit any mind, and I enjoy media all the time. Life is just so much more fun when you drop the woke bullshit. What are you guys talking about? You guys are typing paragraphs. You must have a strong opinion about this particular topic that they add shit in. Yeah, they were changing entire lines of dialogue to fit their woke narrative. The localizers were. It's insane, dude. Correction won't go woke enough. Some manga do have leftist views. They put it in and that makes it fit in with the story and not just shoehorned in like an old key. Yeah, exactly. That like, I was telling my dad this like the other day because my dad's a leftist, and I was like, I could forgive the woke shit if the writing was good, but the writing never is good. Like, Japan knows how to write a story. America, not so much. Like, I could forgive the woke shit if the writing was good, but the writing never is good because these people aren't writers, they're activists. But as far as Japan goes, I know that they have like leftist people. There are feminists in Japan, and I know that they probably get into the anime and manga scene. I'm okay with it as long as it fits in with the story and it's not forced to fit a narrative. Like, that forced diversity is what pisses people off because it's so unnecessary. It's credit card companies and stuff too. Any company that doesn't bow to the woke shit is having their bank accounts frozen. Yeah, it was Visa and fucking all these credit card companies and shit. Yeah, that needs to be illegal as fuck. Like, it's insane to me how they could just, businesses, these corporations can just choose to freeze how you make your money if you don't abide by their agenda. Like, yeah, that should be illegal as fuck. We're supposed to have a free trade market.
These sort of people are completely devoid of nuance. It's a pretty sad thing. Anyways, let's read a few more top comments here so you can get more examples of people getting offended by this manga. And I'm not going to comment as much now because I'm actually running out of time. I gotta be out the door really soon. So here's another top comment. It reads, I'll try to give the author the benefit of the doubt since it's only the first chapter and the art's good. That being said, I'm unsure if the manga is meant to be satirical, wish fulfillment, anti-colonialist, or anti-immigration. Might be all of them, I don't know. I'll stick around for the ride though, since their previous one-shots are apparently pretty good. Plus it's
Who gives a fuck
to release something this unhinged. The only reason why I'm hesitant to assume that manga is 100% satire, / the characters being horrible is on purpose, is because Tokyo Shinobi Squad did essentially the same thing, without a hint of self-awareness. You get an image here that says, what's becoming of this country? So much for a glorious nation. I keep seeing people claim this is anti-colonial because the aliens are the population majority, but that part just kind of reads like a great replacement conspiracy dystopia to me. Response saying it's 100% ripped straight from Great Replacement Theory style conspiracies. Someone asks, what's the manga about? Gets a response that says aliens show up to save the Earth from a giant asteroid, and they become super popular and start propagating on Earth everywhere, from media to industry. Protagonist keeps talking about how much they hate them, and how they're showing up everywhere, and her boss is even one. Something happens, and they find out that aliens are edible. Yes, they eat the alien. It has pretty weird vibes, and I'm still on the fence if that's intentional or not. Might be about Great Replacement Theory, or might just be a slow alien invasion. The protagonist so far isn't made out to be a hero.
Or it might be a fiction and you should shut the fuck up. Like, Jesus Christ. These people insert their worldview into every fucking thing. A colonialist. I fucking can't even pronounce the words that these motherfuckers use for their woke shit. It's a fiction! It's a drawing! A comic book with these people.
Or heroic, and still too early to say if it's really.
Sitting here waiting 200 years for GTA 6 and Elder Scrolls 6, just hoping they won't be lame. I saw headlines about GTA 6 being woke. A moment of silence for the Grand Theft Auto series, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do this shit. Oh my god, dude, why? Why do they have to make Grand Theft Auto 6 woke? We've been waiting so long. They made a meme. Oh, blah, 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 came before GTA 6. We got alien invasions in our manga before GTA 6. Nope, it turns out Rockstar woke as fuck.
That bad, but I'm still gonna make fun of it, like with Free Rent. There's so many more examples that I could show you and discuss, but as mentioned, I'm out of time. So let me know what you think about this stuff in the comments.
I don't know about Elder Scrolls. I don't know if that's woke. If they are woke, they're doing a pretty good job of hiding it, which is fine. That's fine. Like, if it's subtly in there, I don't care. Just make it fit with the world. Make the writing good. I don't care if some art has your worldview in the narrative. Just make it work. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they made GTA 6 woke. They're doing all the influencer shit as far as the trailer was concerned. It's just not a good move. You're gonna go broke. Every single body does. Ubisoft stock is down to like $2 a share. Their stock got cut into like fractions, bro. I heard I'm optimistic, but I won't hold my breath. Yeah, same, dude. Like, I'm hoping it doesn't go past the fucking... I don't even know. Does GTA even have character creators? I don't think they do. I think they just cycle through characters, right? I don't know. This shit is weird. Why are they forcing this shit? Because they want this globalist agenda. They want the transhumanism shit. They want you to fucking bow to all the woke shit. Like, I don't understand why companies and the elites are the ones that are pushing this shit. Like, the elites, the companies. Like, it doesn't matter how many companies fail. It doesn't matter how many projects fail. It doesn't matter how many times they fucking go bankrupt. It doesn't matter how much their stock crashes. It doesn't matter how many games flop. It doesn't matter how many movies or shows flop. They still do it. It doesn't matter how many times we tell them that we don't want it. They still continue to do it. It just begs the question, why? It has to come from a higher authority. Somebody's got to be like, oh no, you don't get any sort of funding unless you have a diverse cast, unless you have at least 6 trans people in your writer's room. You're not getting any funding. Like, it's gotta be coming down from on high. Because it doesn't matter how much shit breaks or flops or doesn't sell. It never makes a difference. They still continue to do it. But fuck it, we'll just bankrupt all of them. I'm not buying any of your shit if it's woke. The type 1, type 2 body types, even that shit's starting to piss people off.